I'm back. I had a little. Alright, guys, I'm back. I had a little technical difficulty there because, like I said, I don't know if I'm laggy or whatnot, but thank you for joining me today, y'all. I'm really, really happy that y'all came out to support me. I really, really am. So I took my oil off the heat for a little bit, just so y'all know, because I didn't want it to get too hot. So I'm actually going to take a little bit out and put it in here because I think I put just a little too much. So, all right. Now that the pot is nice and hot, and we got this oil nice and hot, what we're going to do is we're going to start. I might do mine in 2 sessions because you never want to overcrowd the pan. So we're going to start with the scallops and the shrimp. You're going to put them in. You should hear a sear when you put it in the pan. It should not, be silent. You should hear noise. Alright, good. We hear some noise. Some sizzling. Alright. Now you just want to make sure they're even around your pan. And we're going to just get a little bit of sear on the scallops, okay? You don't want to overcook the scallops. They're still going to be cooking in the cream sauce. So don't overdo it. We just want to get a nice, sugar flakes. We want to get a nice coating on each side, and then we're going to take it out. Okay? Alright, so my pan is pretty full. Alright. I'm going to take you can take either a fork or a spoon so that you can flip them over. I'll see what's easier to do in a second. But okay, as we got that going, I'm going to turn up the heat just a little bit so we can get that nice sear on there. Just a couple seconds on each side, not too long, maybe 2 minutes on each side. Because like I said, it's still going to be cooking inside cream sauce. So you should have your water on right now. You should have your salt in your pan with your oil for your noodles. That should be coming up to a nice boil. You can put that on really high because it's just noodles. They'll just make it boil faster, so it's fine. For your scallops, all right, we're getting ready to flip these scallops. Yep, just a little bit of color. They're just turning brown, like just turning brown. I'm flipping these bad boys over. Just so they can have a little bit of sear to them. And you can feel free to cut the scallops in half if you would like. It just depends on what you want to do. Sometimes I cut the scallops in half, sometimes I don't. It just depends. But I'll show you one of the scallops. This is the brown. Oh, that's the brown that you want to see. Barely brown. Barely. Okay? Just a little bit. Alright. I'm not going to worry about seasoning them up because we're going to season them when it goes into the sauce. It's going to be just fine. Yes. I can. I'm cooking. Alright, y'all. So, alright. So, got my pan ready to take these scallops out. They're looking ready to me. Alright, let's take them out. cook a couple minutes for each one. All right, and then we're going to take and put the shrimp right into the same pan. Be careful because it is hot and poppy. Oh. And make sure when you rinse your shrimp off, you should rinse your shrimp until there's no cloudy water, no bubbles, no cloudy water. That's how you know all the iodine is rinsed off of your shrimp. You don't want to not rinse your shrimp because that iodine is going to make your food taste bitter. If you've ever made shrimp and it tasted bitter, or someone else made it, it was bitter, that's because um, they didn't rinse it well. You gotta rinse the iodine off, or else your shrimp will be bitter. So keep rinsing it and keep rinsing it and keep rinsing it until all the water runs clear. If the water is not running clear, keep rinsing it. Still iodine on it, okay? All right. So we got these over here just sitting here chilling. Let them sit to the side. We got the shrimp in here, starting to get a little bit of pink on it. Like I said, we're not going to cook overcook the shrimp or overcook the scallops, guys. How y'all doing? Is y'all making out good? All right. So, we got the shrimp getting ready to turn that because it's getting pink on the one side. Like I said, you don't want to overcook it. And my pan is up a little bit high, so they all cooking pretty fast. But we're still waiting for that water to boil. Once the water gets boiling, then we're going to go ahead and add our pasta. All right? You want to add your pasta. Now, I have one box of pasta, which is 1 pound. So, you cook according to your family. All right? For me, we love shrimp Alfredo, seafood Alfredo. So, I usually make a nice amount. So, the way you're going to do the sauce, you'll be able to tell without measuring you made enough sauce or not. Okay, so don't worry about that. You cook enough noodles where you think it's good for you, or same thing with your chicken or your shrimp or whatever you're cooking. All right, so these are ready to get turned over. Let's turn these shrimp over for they overcook. All right. So those are looking pretty good.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, son.
Hey, Johnny. Hey, Johnny.
Say hey to the people, y'all.
What's up? Welcome back to AJ's Squad.
Welcome back. Be careful.
AJ's Squad.
All right, so
I want to see how the cake is doing.
the shrimp is just about okay. So the shrimp is pink on the other side. So now let's see what the side. The middle isn't all the way cooked, but like I said, we don't want to overcook our seafood, and we are going to heat it up again and cook it inside the sauce. So you want to be careful and be mindful of that, okay? Oh, run away. All right. So now that we've taken all of this out of here, don't get rid of none of your yum-yums, all of this good stuff, don't get rid of it. Because what we're about to do is, we're going to add the broccoli. Now, if you like softer broccoli, I like my broccoli to have like a nice bite to it when I'm eating my Alfredo. If you would like a little bit of a softer broccoli, you can boil it first and then blanch it. Blanching it means as soon as it's, got to a nice little crunch that you like, or whatever, consistency you like it, you throw it in some ice water. That way it will some ice water. That way it will steam out, but it'll also stop the cooking right away. Alright? So this broccoli is getting to look pretty good. And we're going to let the broccoli start cooking in the sauce first. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take some milk. This is probably going to add about 2 cups of milk. 2 cups. If you like it saucy. A little bit more. Alright, that's about 2 cups. Let me see. Let me show y'all. Y'all see? No, not really. I gotta fix this. I gotta get a little camera for y'all. But okay. So, we got a rapid boil on the noodles. So we just gonna put a pause in that. And we're gonna add the bow tie pasta to our boiling water. Remember to give it a stir as soon as it gets in there, so it can get nice and coated with that extra virgin olive oil that you already put in there. Okay. All right. Now we're going to put the top on that, and we're going to let that come to a boil. Now, let me turn this pan down. We're going to turn the saucepan down. Turn it down to maybe like a 2 between the 3, okay? Now, we already added our milk, so we're going to sit this to the side. We're done with the milk. You guys want to be my helpers?
Yeah.
All right, can you put the milk away? Thank you. All right, then you're going to take some heavy whipping cream or heavy cream. If you can get it open. All right, you take some of this. And we're going to pour it right on in here. That's about, I would say, probably about, maybe like a quarter of your container is good. Then we're going to add your sour cream, okay? This is a 8-ounce package of sour cream. We're going to take and add in approximately 3 ounces of sour cream, okay? I believe in just that little bit in there. Just that little bit in there. So it should be a nice amount, okay? We're going to turn these noodles down just a little bit because I forgot I had them on so high. So I'll turn them down just for a moment. Then you're going to take your cream cheese, okay? We're going to take and break the cream cheese down. And you're going to do about 3/4 of your cream cheese. Just only have a little bit left. Okay? Yes. Alright. So now you got your cream cheese in there. You got your sour cream in there. You have your cream cheese in your pot. Your sour cream in your pot. Your heavy cream and your milk. Okay? So now we're going to let this start doing what it do. And like I said, the broccoli is going to also be cooking in there. So that's why I put the broccoli in raw, because I don't like my broccoli to get cooked down too much. So I put it in there, you know, so it can be nice and still have a nice bite to it. Alright, so as we're waiting for that, I want you to start getting out your seasonings. You need parsley. You need basil. If you have cilantro and oregano, that's great. And if you have Italian seasoning, that's great. If you don't have all 3 of those, that is fine. Get out your Old Bay, your black pepper, alright, and your garlic. These are all the things that we're going to use to season up our food. Okay? Yes. I don't know. Alright, so you guys, I'm actually, because I want mine to be a little teeny bit more saucy, I'm going to actually add a little bit more milk, and I'm going to actually add a little bit of water to thin it out. Now, sometimes I don't add water if I make it, like without trying to add too much dairy. You can add more water to give it more of a filler. But the heavy cream also makes it thick. So that's how you get a nice consistency on your sauce. So I added pretty much about 1 cup of water, and then I'm going to add 1 more cup of milk. Because like I said, I like mine to be real saucy. I don't like mine to be dry. So, alright. Let's stir these noodles too, because our noodles is back there doing what it do. We want to make sure that they are, and that they're not sticking. I like to use one of these claw spoons. Also, if you didn't know, when you're making spaghetti or anything else, this hole is for you to measure your spaghetti. So if you're making spaghetti, you can use the little hole to measure how many cups of spaghetti you're making, okay? So, pasta is looking pretty good. We're giving that a nice little stir. Remember, you want to stir it so that your noodles don't stick together. So that's doing excellent. Now back to our cream sauce. I thinned it out a little bit, which is fine because it's going to thicken back up. We're waiting for those pieces of cream cheese and sour cream to start to cook down and reduce. And once they start to cook down and reduce, then we'll start to add in our seasonings, okay? Alright, so mine is actually looking pretty good. It's looking pretty creamy. Doesn't really look like there's any lumps in there, so that's good. So we're going to start with the Old Bay, okay? I love Old Bay. If you're not really an Old Bay fan, you can go as light as you want, but I like a lot. So I'm going to probably add in about 1.5 tablespoons of Old Bay. And again, I have a lot of cream sauce, so it'll be fine. Mine has turned a little bit of an orange color. Let's see if you guys can see that. A little bit of an orange color. All right. Oh, you know what I can do? Boom, I can do it for the screen. All right, boom, there you go. So we got more of a little cream sauce going here, and then it's going to start to get thicker as we add more ingredients, okay? Because I like thick sauce. All right. So we added in our Old Bay. Now, what you could do, you could taste along the way. Okay, that's great. If you feel like, it could add more salt or more, seafoody, flavor, then you can add more. But it's always easier to, add than to take away. So I definitely recommend that you guys, do a little bit at a time. If it's your first time making it, you want to do a little bit at a time, okay? Next, we're going to add in our parsley. I'm going to give it about, I guess this is about a teaspoon and a half of parsley. Then we're going to add in our basil. Oh, add a little too much basil. I didn't know my little spot was off, but it's okay.
What's up?
It's okay.
What's up?
Say hey, people.
Hey, people.
All right. We're going to also add in a little bit of cilantro.
Hey, people.
Hey, people. And that's also about a teaspoon. And then I'm also going to add in some oregano. And this is about a half a teaspoon. And I'm also going to do a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Okay? All right. And then we're going to also add in some black pepper. Just a little bit. That was about a teaspoon of black pepper. And then we're going to let this start doing what it do. Start incorporating, right? We should have like a nice buildup of herbs and seasonings on the top. You want it to look real herby and real seasoned up. You don't want it to look nice and clear. No, you want to get a nice seasoning on there. And then again, you're going to remember because you're doing because you're doing the noodles are also going to soak up a lot of the sauce, okay? So that's really important. So, all right. Don't put your seasons away because sometimes you got to go back and re-season, or sometimes you might want to add or touch up this or touch up that. So, I definitely, just sit it to the side until you're ready. Here, AJ, put this in the refrigerator for me, sweetie. Alrighty. Alright. So again, we got our little sauce cooking up over here. We getting ready to add the shrimp and the scallops back into it. That's why I said you don't want to overcook your seafood, okay? We're going to add in our shrimp and scallops back into the pot.
Mommy, can I have an orange?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it. We can just dump it all in there. Okay. So now that we got this going, simmering in the pot, we're going to let this just come to a simmer. We're going to reduce it and come to a simmer, okay? Let the heavy cream do its job. That's what's going to give your sauce a nice thick consistency, okay?
What's cream?
Heavy cream. Then we're going to add in, at the very end, we're going to add in some garlic. And then we're going to add in the crab at the end, okay? I don't really like that. I like to add in garlic sometimes at the beginning, but it depends on, if I'm using fresh garlic or canned garlic and stuff like that. And then today, I'm not using fresh garlic. I'm using garlic that's chopped out of the, chopped garlic that you get at the little market. Yes. No, you don't need a knife for that orange. Come on, boy. No. Alright, so let's stir them noodles one more time. Oh, I forgot to put the top back on the noodles, guys. Make sure you put the top back on your noodles so they don't cook. They don't take a long time to cook. Alright, so we're almost done, you guys. All the hard part is all over. So, we are going to just wait for this stuff to finish cooking up. Like I said, this is going to come to a nice consistency. Hey, watch the computer now. Go ahead. What? Say hi. Say what y'all doing. Let's see if they talking to us in the comments. Mommy. Hey, Mama. You ain't missing, Mom. We still on here. We are still on here. Okay. All right. So, get out. Come on. So, like I said, we are waiting for our sauce to thicken up. That's what the heavy cream is for, to keep your to get your sauce to thick consistency that you would like. I'm actually going to add a little. I think I thinned it out just a little too. Did I add the extra milk? I don't think I did. But just a little bit more cream for me, just because I do think I thinned mine out just a little more than I like. I like it to be like, not like soup, but just a little splash more. Okay? And we're gonna let that go ahead and come to a boil. Well, not really a boil, like a simmer. Okay? And then, once that comes to a simmer, then we're gonna start adding in our cheeses. We're gonna add the rest of the crab, and we're gonna add in our garlic, okay? Then, it'll pretty much be done. So, at this point, your noodles should be boiling, guys. And you should be ready to start combining your ingredients in a little bit. If your noodles, you're trying to check your noodles, make sure you're draining them pretty good because we use that salt. You don't want to not drain them well and then you got too much salt, in your Alfredo. So make sure that you're draining your pasta really well. Okay? So let me check these noodles and see how they're cooking up. Maybe like 2 more minutes, literally 2 more minutes. You want the noodle to be nice and soft. If it's still, when you cook a noodle, if it has any residue in your teeth or anything like that, it still need a little bit more time to cook. Okay? It shouldn't leave any of that sticky filling. None of that sticky filling. Okay? So you guys see how long you're cooking the shrimp and the scallops inside the cream sauce. That's why you do not want to overcook your seafood. You don't want rubbery food, okay? So now we're gonna have to add in our cheeses. We have Parmesan cheese, and we're also gonna add in my mozzarella cheese. Oh, Lord, they done got the mozzarella out here. Y'all gotta excuse me with my babies. They done had the mozzarella cheese out in the living room on the floor. Okay. Good thing it ain't open yet. So, alright, we're gonna add in, the garlic first. And you gotta be careful with garlic so it don't burn. So, even when you sauteing something, if you're sauteing something, you wanna put garlic in there, you don't put the garlic in the pan first because it's gonna cook too fast. It's gonna burn up. Okay? So don't be too anxious to put the garlic. You want that real garlicky flavor. So I love garlic, so season with to your liking. This is about a tablespoon of garlic that I just put in there. Okay? Like I said, season it to your liking. I love garlic. So I don't mind having a nice amount of garlic in my food. Okay? Put that down. It's about to break up all the glasses now. You want to sit on the side of the stove?
Yeah.
Alright, come on. Sit over here. Yeah. Don't touch it, okay? Cause it's hot. Yeah, it's hot. Don't touch it. How it smell? What it smell like? It smell good or bad? My kids always say that, and they don't. Their food be smelling so good. I wish y'all could smell it. It doesn't smell bad. It smells good. Here, go ahead, stir it up. Yeah, stir it up. Good job. There you go, baby. All right, not so fast. Not so fast. Turn it too fast. Turn it in this way. Yeah, just a little bit. Don't turn it so fast. All right. So now we getting ready to add in the cheese. Let's add the cheese. Let's go. Wait, we're going to add the cheese. Okay? Yep. We're going to get off that. We're going to add in the Parmesan cheese first. I usually add in a whole container. This is 5 ounces, okay? 5 ounces of Parmesan cheese. Boom. Add the whole thing in there. Give that a nice little stir. This is also going to help your sauce to get thick. It's going to be thicker than 3 Snickers, y'all. Come on, you come with me. You confiscated off the oven. You come with me. There's too much stuff up there. All right, so we added the cheese in there. All right, go ahead, stir it up, stir it. Yeah, we added the cheese in there and stir it. Now that we added the cheese in there, I'm gonna go back and let's check the noodles. Let me drain the noodles, okay? The noodles, I'm sure, are done. What? I'm going to let you cook in 1 second. I'm going to let you cook in 1 second, okay? Y'all, she really be fighting me over this. Cook, back it. Your hand going to get burnt. She really be, what's her name in me, y'all? She really be trying to fight me on this cooking thing. She be wanting to be in the kitchen all the time. No matter what we cooking. I'm surprised I wasn't in here earlier. But we draining this noodles out. Okay. Like I said, that's hot. Don't touch that. Make sure you drain it real good because you used a lot of salt in your water. You don't want that extra salt to be all up in your pasta, okay? All right. And if you added enough oil, you should not really have to add any oil now. Now, if you did not add, stop, my mom, stop. If you did not add enough oil, you know, it won't have a sheen to it. Like right now, my noodles, even though they're wet, they still have a sheen to them, as if they have oil on them. Okay, you don't want them to be all stuck to each other. So you go ahead and let that sit to the side. Let's go back to our sauce. Let's stir up the sauce. The Parmesan cheese is slowly melting in here. Remember, we don't have a pan that hot because we want the ingredients and stuff to incorporate really well. You don't want to overcook it too fast. And then, like I said, we got the shrimp and the scallops in there. We're getting ready to add the crab meat at the end because crab meat don't take that long. Then we're going to add in the mozzarella cheese. All right, and this is 8 ounces, so we're going to add about 4 ounces of mozzarella cheese, okay? About half your pig. Bring it in there like that. Or you can add in the whole thing. This is really a meal that you can really play with it and see what it is that you like to do. What's the best thing for you to do? Everybody don't like everything the same, you know. So you can tell from the taste when you're putting the ingredients in, oh, you know what, this needs a little bit more, you know, sour cream, or this needs a little bit more cream cheese. You'll taste the difference. And when you make it, you'll never want to have jar Alfredo after this, okay, y'all? So you can see your cheese sauce is starting to come together. This is how y'all cheese sauce should start to look. See that? All them drippings from that cheese sauce. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay? Okay. So, it's starting to come together. Even like the regular saucy part is getting nice and thick to coat those noodles. We are in T-5. Getting ready to be done. Now I want to take that crab meat. I have 8 ounces of crab meat. You want to take this crab meat? I have, you can use claw, the blue claw, or you can use the other crab meat, whatever you want to use. It's really a personal preference. You know, nothing is right or wrong. All right. I just want to have some. That's so good. I don't know if I want to put all that in there. All right. So we're just going to take that. And I usually use my fork to scrape it out so that it's not like real clumpy. And that the crab meat is broken up pretty good. And you can kind of get crab in every bite. Because crab is mad expensive. So you can always skip the crab. You ain't got to do it. I had to go somewhere else and get crabs today because the lady said, I went to the one place, the lady told me it was $50. I said, excuse me, miss, what you say? She said, it was like a little bit smaller than this. And then lady said $50. She said $49.99. And I just knew she was lying to me. Alright. So we're going to just stir the crab meat up in there like that. Alrighty. I'm going to give it a final taste and make sure that the seasoning is where I want it to be. You need to make sure the seasoning is where you need it to be. Okay? Let's see what we got here. Yeah, excuse you. Exactly. Excuse you. You get out of my distance. Okay. So, that tastes really good. I'm actually going to add a little bit more Old Bay. Because I really love Old Bay in my seafood Alfredo. What's seafood Alfredo without the Old Bay? You know what I mean? So we're going to take that and just put that in there. And like I said, that's for me. You know, I felt like it could have stood a little bit more salt. You know, so I wouldn't. Oh, that's probably what it is. That's what it is. I forgot that has low sodium. So that really takes another thing. Alright. Now lastly we're gonna add in some butter. This is about this is salted butter as well. This is about 2 tablespoons of salted butter, okay? I'm going to add that in there. And then we're going to let it just reduce and get all good and yummy. And while that's doing that, I'm going to take in, let's see, y'all want to see what the baby think? Don't touch. You want to see if she thinks the cream sauce is good? Don't touch. Want to taste it? It's good? Y'all heard that. She said, Babies don't be lying. Yeah, that was perfect. Especially with the crab. The crab just really took it up to the next level. I love it. Alright, so, look, she's going back for seconds. Look at her. Alright, that's enough. Hot, hot. Blow it. Blow it. She don't care. She don't even care. Look at that. She don't care. Alright. So the cheese sauce is, alright, you just gonna keep on dipping in my pan? Alright. So the sauce is looking pretty good. We done added the butter. Right? Everything is finally incorporated. So you guys can serve this up how you would like. You can either, ma'am, alright, enough. You can either incorporate your noodles all at one time, or you can do what I'm about to do, which is do the noodles and then put your cream sauce on top. Now, only reason I'm doing it like that is because my husband, he don't really like this stuff blended up. Like when I make spaghetti, he want me to make meat sauce and stuff like that. So, which is fine, but you know, it's a personal preference. So, just cleaning up a little bit to make a little bit of space. As y'all see her dig in my pot several times. And we just want to clean up just a little bit. So you guys can see me serve it out. Let AJ taste it. Go ahead, go taste the sauce. Tell me if you like it. Oh, you got orange in your mouth? It might make it taste funny. Alright, go ahead, taste it. Get the spoon from her. This is my real test right here. Here's the picky one. Blow it, yeah. Blow it. Be careful, it's hot. It's good. My man, Honey Green. All right, y'all. It's hot. Yeah, it is hot. Yes. AJ on the phone. Okay. Oh, he got the spoon. Oh, you want the spoon back? She like, AJ got that spoon, mommy. AJ got the spoon. I need you to tell him to give me the spoon back. Oop, look at me. You just put it in the other seat. Alright, y'all. So, like I said, the sauce should be pretty much done. You can tell it's good as my kids keep dipping in the pot. It's starting to stick a little bit on the bottom, so I gotta be careful. Okay, so we're gonna turn this off. Okay, no more. Y'all about to eat. Y'all about to eat. Okay, y'all about to eat. You gonna turn this off? Watch out. All right. Good. Yep, I know. All right, I got my little dish over here that I'm gonna serve it up in. Okay. Ma'am, you just keep on. All right. So I'm gonna take the noodles out, and we're gonna dump. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get the spoon just in case there's any extra liquid down there. I'm really not trying to have that in there. So we're gonna take your noodles and scoop your noodles into your serving dish. Yeah. I see you.
Look at my teeth.
Got these bow tie pastas in here. Yes, I see you. Orange teeth. Alright. It looks like the pan was pretty dry. So I am going to go ahead and dump that in there like that. Alright. Boom. And then we're going to take and bring this over and dump this right on top. Alright, I'm going to go. Oh, look at all that running down the side and everything. Lord! 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 Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. I can't even. Let me get right here, boo. Let me get right here. 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 Yeah. Move on up. Move on up. All right, y'all. I can't even like. AJ, you gonna make me drop this, please? All right, y'all. Looks pretty good, don't it? And then you can just serve it up. You don't need to work as we get the baby car on the stove. Ain't no yay. I'm telling y'all, this girl really thinks she can cook. And she can't. So, there you have it, guys. You can just set this out on the table and let people go for it, okay? So, like I always say, serve it to the family and let them eat it up. We out. Peace. Peace.